Hello and welcome to day 6 of 5 minutes for 4 weeks practicing Green Day's 21 Guns. I am 25 minutes in. I've been practicing the introduction as well as the beginning of the verse, the very beginning of the verse, the first 4 measures thereof. It sort of repeats. I looked at after the last stream yesterday, I was looking at the pattern of repetition. It seems that I think that the first 2 measures play one more time, and then it's possible that there are 3 guitars, and then one of them continues to play that, another one plays something else or something like that. So when I actually get up to that, I want to investigate that further. But for now, I want to work on this part, work on playing it accurately. Right at the end of yesterday's stream, just I figured out the pattern, and I was beginning to play it, and then that's when the timer went off. So I'm and anxious in a good way about I think that's the correct word to play this now. I was like tapping it on my leg, so I think I have a good understanding of it, but this is my first time. I hope to play the whole thing through on the guitar. Hi, Dad. Thank you for joining. I'm getting 5 minutes set on this timer. Also, I have it loaded on Windows Media Player. I have the speed adjuster set. I have it loaded. I don't know if I'm going to need it or not. 100% speed is not that fast, especially since I feel like I already know the rhythm. So let's get that going. I'll probably start with the what are those things called? The volume swells, and then proceed to the verse. Timer is going, and so am I. So You're gonna hit in the right spot. Does that sound right? No, it doesn't. There we go. Something is still wrong. Did it get out of tune? It's not that bad. Okay. So what's the issue? Is one of these strings not right? Mm-hmm. No, that should be it. Okay. I'm playing it faster than usual just because I want to be able to get through this whole thing. Or like the whole thing. I want to get through more than just this during practice. That's that. And the next one is... No, this. And it's 2. Okay. And I'm making it all the way to 0. Here we go. Maybe I wasn't. I'm actually still hearing it through this thing rather than this thing. All right, let's proceed. I got 3 minutes left. I shouldn't spend 2 minutes on that, but okay. The rhythm is 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and bring this volume back up. 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3. B flat. Dun, 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 dun. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and I can play with these fingers. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I think that was it finally. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and that helps having the right fingers. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2. How am I doing that? Maybe from here to there. Am I doing that correctly? No, I'm not. Gotta be careful to using these 3 fingers. Okay, good. 1 and 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Whenever I say transition using the correct fingers, I'm not used to using those fingers for the C chord, but if I can, it would really help getting back into that D from here. Or would it? Yeah, I think it would. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and but I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and counting wrong. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and okay, good. So I got through it. I was able to correct it at least one time. The issue with the fingers, I was mentioning it briefly, is that, and perhaps this is an issue, that I never took guitar lessons and it was all self-taught. I always what's the word? Elected to use my strongest fingers, which meant ignoring my pinky. And so for instance, this D minor chord like this, so I'm not using the pinky, and this C major chord like this, I'm not using the pinky. But then when I'm doing chords like the F and the B flat major, F major also, I need to use the pinky because this finger is occupied elsewhere. So really, I wonder if I had a guitar teacher, if I would have been told, like, get used to using these 3 fingers because I'm going to need to use this finger for barring later on. So I basically need to work on doing instead of doing the D minor like this, I got to get used to doing it like this. And the same thing with the C, instead of doing it like this, basically doing it like this, so that I'm able to make those transitions quickly. For instance, from that D minor from here very quickly into that, which is much easier than going from here to here. And then similarly from the F major to a C. Actually, that is easier, that one. I might stick it like that. Stick it that way, because then I gotta go like this otherwise. Much easier getting from here to the D minor. That's fairly simple. Or from here. That's not too bad either. So we can figure that out next week. But overall, glad with the progress I'm making so far. I want to spend less time with those volume swells. It's just eating up a lot of my time. But I need to practice it. I don't want to leave it till the end. So I gotta figure something out. Hopefully it'll just be faster as I get used to it. So that's the end of the first week. I'm half out. We're ending got an hour and a half left. So I'm looking forward to the next 3 weeks. Thank you everyone who joined today as well as the previous 5 days. Hope to see you all again next week, 7:40 a.m. Sunday through Friday. Wishing you all a great day and a Shabbat Shalom to those celebrating. And as always, until next time and beyond, keep practicing.